Welcome back to Proxy Financials. Today's video is going to be about option trading. Um, I talked about this before. Options is very useful in terms of growing an account. However, it comes with a high risk. So you have to be really good at your risk management in order to use options. Today I'm going to be showing what happens, and it was a pretty nerve-wracking time overnight. I ended up buying a call for 330, and as you can see, they filled at 355. And then of course it didn't go as planned. I thought it was going up, and it dropped all the way down to $2.75 or somewhere around that time. So I ended up bag holding this over the day. So I kept going. I thought about selling out, but I didn't. It would have been about a $43,000 loss. However, I chose to hold on to it. So over the night, I let the markets do what they wanted to. Of course, I have a few days on this type of a call that I did, and it came to this, so here we go. I ended up selling at 509. I probably could have went up higher to like a 323 or higher. I was just really nervous because I started to see a pullback. It went a little bit higher, up into about $5.65 before we had the midday drop off where it dipped before coming back up. And of course, if I would have held all the way throughout the whole day, there was times when it was $6 and something cents, which would have been an additional $40,000 profit roughly. However, I'm going to show you what we made for the time. So this amount, and my profit was $92,000. I missed out on a potential $40,000 more, but that's okay. Bringing the total account up to $183,000. So as you can see here, we're looking at a 50.43% gain after it was down 45%. So nearly like 101% overall return from where I was at the end of the day yesterday to finally selling out today. It's very nice that it worked out for me in this case. Again, it came back to my risk management. I made a risky play in terms of buying without following the normal routine of following the bars and the stocks and making sure I went off of the return to a more bullish look instead of the bearish. I thought I read it, and of course it didn't. It kept going down throughout the day, but overall it didn't hurt me too much. And then overnight it swung upwards. The aftermarket and pre-market drove it up another 2% on the overall price, so that was able to push it up to almost 350 by the time that the market opened, which is where my call was sitting at. So immediately, that's why it shot up so fast and so hard. It was able to follow a very interesting trend line, which I'm going to show you here on the charts. So here's today, and a little bit more a couple other days, but the all-time high is 358. We are currently sitting here at 352.4, so it's still really good. $5 increase that we can still go to in terms of what I've been noticing. So we come here to the day. The trend I was noticing is about every day it either goes up at $1.5 from the previous day. Sometimes it goes up more. Obviously, these days it went up more from the close. So you're swinging about anywhere from $4 to $7 increase, and that's what the current trend is. So I'm really happy with following this trend line. I originally thought back here where it was going down that we were in a bearish trend, but I also mentioned in my previous video that there's always an uptrend after it, and I was attaching that to the election. So now that the election has more or less informed us that the Senate and the Congress are not changing. Everything's staying the same. Their idea that maybe if Trump gets selected, the markets might still go up. Biden gets selected, it could either go up, sideways, or down. It really doesn't matter, because the biggest thing is they got that uncertainty removed. And that's why I think we're seeing the market still going up regardless of who gets selected as president. I don't think it matters at this point, because the biggest uncertainty that they were dealing with was the Congress and Senate, whether that would flip, because then the ruling power would be able to make changes that maybe a lot of people may not have enjoyed in terms of the stock market and in investors in general. So that being said, we can come over here to the options. So at this time, I like to say, if you like this video so far, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Of course, subscribe helps grow the channel. Tap that notification bell so you can be alerted to the videos when they come up. And we're going to continue on to my strategy here. So I'm following this idea that we're going to be going up every $5 or so, but it's also, I'm focusing in this 5-day trade. So I'm choosing to be out 1 week from the day. So right now I'm here on the 16th, if I recall. Yep. And so I come down here, so we're about a week off. Tomorrow will be, like when I say a week off, I'm looking at 5 trading days. So next week, I'm looking at this to be, for Friday. And if I'm going to go bearish, I'm going to go anywhere from $4 to $5 lower than what we're at. So if we're at 350, I'm looking anywhere from 347, 46 range, maybe even 345. I think I'm going to go bullish. It's going to be, $4 or $5 up from the 350 line. So we're looking at 354, 355, to even 356 at times. It all depends on what I think is in the best case scenario. You can sit here and you can see here's the volume. As you can see, there's lots of volume here. Sometimes they're in the thousands, so it's really nice. As you can see here at 350, there's 3,000 plus, obviously, in volume that you could trade in. And that makes it much easier for when you have these huge accounts like I have, where I'm buying 300 shares. And while, yes, this is paper money, it's not actually influxing inside this volume here. To know that you could be getting into something like that, where if you are huge, you have that big, wellish money that you can just fling at people, you're going to be able to get it covered. It's going to get executed in terms of your broker doing it. So my idea here is that I'm following this nice trend that if it goes up 1 or 2%, we're looking anywhere from 4 to 7% up. And if it goes down 1 or 2%, I'm predicting it's going to go down anywhere from $4 to $7. Excuse me. So if we come back here and we followed my trend, that means as long as I don't hold into the next day, I can always react to it. So the last couple of days I've been holding, and tomorrow I'm going to do a reacting to see if this strategy works. Right now I've been very lucky from me holding and it didn't go the other way, because if it would have kept going the other way, I would have lost the entire account, because I am throwing my entire account at this, because I want to treat this as if I'm trying to grow the small account that I will be doing in 2021 when I started at $1,000. I'm going to try to move up from there. So coming back to the options here, this is the idea, is to follow that strategy. Is whatever the pre-market gives me, if it says it's going up, I'm going to be very bullish. If it says it's going to go down, I'll be very bearish. I can use buy calls, sell calls, buy puts, sell puts. It don't matter as long as I execute it so that it follows the trend, and then I'm going to be following what the market's going to be giving me. And I think that is the best method towards what this current market is giving me. It may have to change over time, as the market changes, don't try to beat the market, just go with the market. I think that's the most effective strategy towards trying to reach that 10% ROI weekly goal. Obviously, more than I can hit, the better. So if you like these type of videos, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Also, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate that you guys are here today to check out the video. I will be posting more videos as we continue on towards the eventual 2021 year. So I'm looking forward to that. Until then, you guys are awesome for staying around. Thanks.